Bryce Canyon. What does a Mormon shipwright have in common with a wildlife menagerie nestled among enthralling geology adorned with a star-encrusted night sky? Answer: Bryce and the 5 years he was here. Welcome to Bryce Canyon National Park, named after shipwright Ebenezer Bryce. From the flame-colored spires beneath the rim to the sparkling diamonds in the night sky, we hope you enjoy the magical beauty of Bryce Canyon. Ebenezer Bryce was born in Dunblane, Scotland in 1830. As a shipwright's apprentice, he learned carpentry, the trade that would become his life. Bryce converted to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and immigrated to the United States at the age of 17. Upon arriving in Utah, Bryce wed Mary Parker, and at the direction of the Mormon Church, the couple became serial homesteaders, going wherever the skills of a carpenter were most needed. They also managed to raise 12 children along the way. It was between 1875 and 1880 that the Bryces lived in the lower canyon. By logging the flanks and irrigating the floor of the canyon that his neighbors christened with his name, Ebenezer supplied the fledgling community with wood and water. It's unclear to what extent Bryce appreciated the world wonder that would immortalize his name. His only enduring quote about this rock labyrinth expresses more pragmatism than awe. "It's a hell of a place to lose a cow." The beauty of Bryce Canyon was not lost upon J.W. Humphrey. Humphrey was the forest supervisor of lands that would eventually be united as the Dixie National Forest. Starting in 1916, he lobbied aggressively, sometimes even under an assumed name, to have the most scenic portion of his national forest bestowed with more protection than his agency could offer. Step one occurred in 1923, when Bryce Canyon National Monument was established under the administration of the U.S. Forest Service. The following year saw it renamed as Utah National Park and transferred to the National Park Service. In 1928, a significant boundary expansion restored the name to Bryce Canyon National Park. The primary reason for establishing the park was to protect and better understand the bizarre and beautiful geologic spires that would eventually be named hoodoos, from the verb hoodoo, to cast a spell. Later, as overgrazing, predator extermination, and pest poisoning took their toll on the surrounding region, Bryce also became a small but critical refuge for scores of animal species, including everything from the elusive mountain lion to the highly endangered Utah prairie dog. Now, as the new and underestimated threat of light pollution spreads globally, Bryce Canyon's park rangers use this last small sanctuary of natural darkness as a platform from which to champion the fragile beauty of the night sky. Indeed, where Ebenezer Bryce was worried about losing his cows among the hoodoos, many now come to Bryce with the intent of getting a little lost themselves in its beauty. As Park Ranger Kevin Poe puts it, there's no question that the rocks are enchanting, but it's also a hell of a place to lose yourself among the stars.